So how will Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 end? This is my Fortnite theory. And if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And the challenge for this video is to not pause this video at all. And let's see how many of you guys actually did this challenge. Let me know down in the comments. So there is a lot of Fortnite theories on what will happen in the end of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2. Today I will be putting all of my Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 theories in one video. And I will be also talking about some new stuff. And first let's start with the new stuff. And that is that in the next season we will be able to breathe underwater. Now, there is a lot of leaks talking about that in the next season we will have the season underwater. We will also be probably getting an Aquaman skin, which would honestly be very epic. But no one is talking about one thing, and that is how will we breathe underwater? Since Epic Games is a huge company, they will have to explain on how we will breathe underwater, which is a huge part in the next season, and they have to explain it a bit, on how we got to that point. Now, this is my Fortnite theory about that. I believe we have the clues in the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer. And if we go into the trailer, we will see in one of the scenes the bush ranger will show us the tree, and on the tree we will see a lot of carvings. For this, let's just focus on the fish one. That symbol is telling us to not eat fish. I believe this is a way of the game actually, warning us that something will happen with the fish. And that might be that the fish will mutate us and we will probably be able to have gills, and that way we will breathe underwater. That will make perfect sense to the next season on why we will have the ability to breathe underwater. And that would perfectly explain on what will happen in the next season. That's how we get the ability to swim and dive underwater. Now, a lot of people are saying that in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3, the whole theme would be about Aquaman and the water. Now, for you guys that didn't watch the movie, you probably don't know that the soldiers of Atlantis, the city in which Aquaman is the king, actually ride sharks. And in the next season, there has been a leak that we will probably be riding sharks. So that would make perfect sense to the storyline, which means we will probably have some new places in the next season, in which one of them will probably be the lost city of Atlantis. And if you look at the short clip from the movie, you will see how Atlantis looked before it drowned. And it really reminds me of the Fortnite map. And honestly, I wouldn't mind having a map like this. But alright, those are just, theories. We do not know exactly if that's gonna happen. But let's go with some of the clues we actually have. So the next thing I want to talk about is why is Meowskulls actually kicked from the yacht? Now this is my theory about it. First, I believe there is a third organization. I believe there is Shadow, Ghost, and there is also a secret spy organization, which whole point is to restore the balance in Fortnite. Now, I believe Peely is actually a double agent and he is a member of that secret organization. Also, another member is the Hugo skin. But there is one more member that no one talked about, and that is the Assassin skin. I believe the Assassin skin is also a member of that third organization. Now, if we look in the mini movie on the Fortnite channel, we can see that the Assassin actually tricks Meowskulls and probably steals the valuable information from him. Because of that, Midas punishes him and puts him in that cardboard factory. And that is why Meowskulls is moved to the other location. So that mini movie explains why Meowskulls was moved to that location, but it also might explain why Lynx has been turned into gold, because we do know that Lynx and Meowskulls are very close. So maybe Midas wanted to do that so he can punish Meowskulls for losing the files. That would also make perfect sense with this storyline, and it would explain why did he do that to Lynx. So yeah, let me know what do you guys think about this storyline. I think it's very interesting about Meowskulls, and I do believe Assassin actually played a large part in that story. Next thing I want to talk about is the 7. So if we look at that tree again, we can see that there is a symbol showing that we know who 3 members of the 7 are. Now, I believe in this season we will find out another member of the 7, and I do have a theory on who that might be. Now, if you go into the Midas room, you can see a picture of a woman on the right side of the screen. And what we found from the files is that the name of that skin is the Engineer. And I believe that skin is probably going to be a member of the Seven. Now that skin is very dear to Midas, so that skin is probably either his wife, his sister, or he is related to that skin. That's why he has a picture of her. I believe that the Engineer skin has left Midas so she can go and join the Seven. Because of that, Midas absolutely hates them, and that's why he is building that device. Now, we do not know what the device does. A lot of people are saying it's a Doomsday device, and there is actually no proof that that is a Doomsday device. That can also be a magical device that will turn everyone into gold, which would make also sense, because Midas is a greedy character. And it doesn't make sense for him to destroy the world, since he does have a huge collection, and he is materialistic. So why would he destroy everything? So today Epic has actually added some new stuff in the Battle Pass lobby. Now if we go into the Battle Pass lobby, we will see a lot of hoes. Yeah, we will see a lot of hoes. Alright, and those hoes are everywhere, left and right, and they're going through the whole Battle Pass lobby. Now we can see that they are pumping something, so they are pumping either water or something very important. Maybe they are actually pumping some of the material coming out from Steamy Stacks. That is also a possibility, but we do not know what will happen with this device, so Epic has not released any clues to what will happen in the final event. But my belief is that we will definitely see the Seven will come back and save us, and those members of the Seven are the Visitor, the Paradigm, and the Scientist, and the next one that I believe is going to be the member of the Seven is going to be the Engineer. And if you actually listen to these names, you can definitely see why this girl would fit perfectly with the Seven. Her name is very similar to the rest of the Seven, and I believe she might be the one that's gonna stop Midas in this season. Now we talked about the fish and how we will swim. We talked about who will probably be the member of the Seven, which is the Engineer. We also talked about the Midas theory and also a bit about the Doomsday device. Now the next thing I want to talk about is subscribing to this channel, which would actually help me a lot. If you guys didn't subscribe until now, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification on for more Fortnite stories and theories. But alright, let's continue with the video. Now, I have watched the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer a lot, and another thing we figured out in this season was that the Journey vs. Hazard skin was a traitor. And in the last season, we can see that Journey vs. Hazard leaves the boat in the last second. Epic reminds us about this in this season as well, when she jumps out of the boat, leaving her teammates behind. Now, if you go in the back of Retail Row in one of the shops, you will actually see a picture of Brutus with an unknown woman, and I have found that in that picture, the woman is Journey vs. Hazard. And we can definitely see that by the picture. We can actually see that the woman in the picture is wearing a third variant of this skin, but the pose fits perfectly with Journey vs. Hazard skin, and we can also see by the knee pad that it is this skin. So Journey vs. Hazard is probably in a relationship with Brutus, or they are very close friends. So that is the betrayal that we found out about in this season. Now this is a huge part of the story because it shows us that there are double agents, and I do believe there are more double agents, and my guess is that Peely is actually a double agent. If you want to watch a video about that, I have made a video about Agent Peely already, so after you finish watching this video, be sure to check the description and on the end screens as well. Now there are a lot of mysteries about this season, and for me there is one mystery that I'm really interested in, and that is about the tech skin. Now I have talked about this in my previous videos, and that is if you watch the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, in the end of the trailer, sitting together with Midas and all of the main characters of this season is the tech skin. Now if we look all of the characters in the end of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, we will actually see that all of these characters are very important to the story. We have Brutus in Journey, we have the Bushranger showing us all of the other stuff, we have Midas, the main character, we also have Meowskulls, who was actually pushed out from his home, which is another interesting storyline. We also have Lynx, and we all know that Lynx and Meowskulls are actually very close to each other. And then we have this random dude, you know, the random skin that just appeared like once or twice during the season. And I believe maybe this guy is the creator of the Doomsday device, as he will probably have something to do with the story. Fortnite doesn't put stuff randomly. They put him there with a reason, and I believe he will actually have some part in the storyline. Maybe he will make a new organization similar to the Shadow. We do not know, but keep an eye on that guy. He will probably have something to do in the end of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 or on the beginning of the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. Now, my Fortnite theory about the whole situation with Shadow and Ghost is that the Shadow and Ghost are not gonna exist in the next season. Now, I have other Fortnite theories, and I don't want to make this video a 30-minute video. I do have a lot of Fortnite theories. I have made a playlist that if you go on my channel and go on the bottom or go on the playlist tab, you will see a playlist that I made with all of my Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 theories. As in them, I actually talked about a lot of other interesting stuff, like Frenzy Farm burning down, the mystery about Farmer Steel, the whole explanation on why I think Peely is a double agent, and much more. So yeah, be sure to watch those videos, and if you guys want to join our Discord, be sure to search for Chill Squad. Also, if you want to follow me on my Instagram and other social media, be sure to follow me at Chilnikov, so same as my username. So this has been the Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 story so far, and I believe all of those theories that we talked about in this video and much more on this channel will probably come through. And if not, it was definitely fun to talk about them. So that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.